Internet folks. This is my first Linux tutorial, so I'm gonna be showing you how I usually customize my KDE experience. We are on a bare metal OpenSUSE tumbleweed machine. As you can see here, it doesn't matter what distro you're using, as long as KDE is installed, you should be able to follow along, or if you're just there to enjoy the ride, well, buckle up. All right. So first thing I do is I like a clean desktop, so I always remove whatever icon the distro comes with. Whatever they are, you can always access them otherwise. So let's start fresh with a blank canvas, let's say, by deleting this panel. All right. So I'm going to create two empty panels. Internet mode. And then add panel, empty panel, that's one. Add panel, empty panel, that's two of them. Perfect. So my layout is highly influenced by MX Linux, so I saw the it will make sense in a moment. So this one, I want it to set the position. I want it here. And this one is here. So I'm doing what I would call an L layout with those two panels, one at the bottom, one on the right side. And I make sure they don't overlap. So this is going to be a custom width, and the alignment will be on the right side of the screen, like so. And I drag it here, and I try to make them as close as possible without overlapping each other. The other thing is I don't want a floating panel. Either of them for that matter. That will help, I don't know. Yes, that was the issue. Alright, so no floating, as close as possible. It's not perfect. If someone knows how to make them seamlessly together, I haven't found a way myself, so let's move on. We need a menu, so let's add some widgets. Let's try that again. Launcher. I'm adding a launcher, application menu, and it's here. Okay, I add a new spacer. The spacer is used, so I can put the menu at the bottom where it would usually be. All right. Cool. So it's starting to take shape slowly but surely. I want a dark theme. So I will go into the system settings. Just so it's easier on the eye. I usually don't use Breeze Dark. We're going to choose a different one later on. Same thing for the menu or launcher, however you want to call it. Now, I want a system tray. Perfect. And again, I will move the application launcher underneath. Now, this is how I customize my system tray. I don't like having things hidden for some reason. And so I go into the entries and I either set them as disabled so they won't show up, or always shown.
je range pas assez.
And so nice and clean, everything I need is there. Perfect. Obviously we want a clock. Again, I'm going to make use of the spacers in order to have the clock where I want it to be, which is on the top right side of the screen, right here. Excellent. So it starts to take shape. Another thing is, if I'm going to be opening applications, I want them to show on my taskbar. And there's a widget for it. If I remember correctly, icon only task manager, that's correct. And I want it here. So I do things slightly different than, let's say, on Windows or MX Linux. I'm not sure how MX Linux does it. I just like the L shape of the menu. I feel like they get out of your way, and yet you still have access to all your stuff on your computer. Also, again, I like to have a clean clean taskbar as well. So I unpin anything here, they will show up as I open them. Perfect. And so anything I open is there. So that's the basic gist of it. So now I'm happy with the layout, I'm happy with the dark theme. The next few steps are optional. But in terms of functionality, I'm pretty much there. So let's do a little bit of customization. I usually change this menu here. I don't have it installed, I believe. And this is where the Get New widget comes into play. So here we go. I'm gonna use the Andromeda launcher. And now, if I ask for an alternative, it should show up. There we go. Excellent. And obviously, what I do is I match the icon with the distribution I'm using. So let's customize it. So I change the icon. I'm gonna look into all of the icons and search for SUSE and use this one. You can even add a greeting. And I like to show the favorite page first. Yeah, good, I think. So the icon has changed. I have the favorites here. I can remove what I don't need. And add other application. That's, for example, Blender. Add favorites, and then when I go back, my applications are here. Great, that's it for the part 1 of this video. This is the basic layout I'm using in KDE. In the next part, I will show you how I customize it further. So thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. Goodbye.